taking care of the ball and giving ourselves opportunity to get shots up.
Now, I know you like to play kind of an up-tempo pace, especially with your lineup. Do you see this kind of being a back and forth, up and down the court kind of game?
I do. I do, to be honest with you. The thing that concerns me there, I don't want to change what we're trying to get better at just because we're playing University of Idaho. But if we get in a track meet with them, I don't know if that will be beneficial to us because of their rebounding ability. I don't know if we can match their rebounding ability. So, for the game, it probably won't be smart to do, but it's an exhibition game for us, and it's about, when you schedule exhibitions, it's about getting better. It's not necessarily what, don't get me wrong, I'm concerned about how we play this upcoming weekend, but I'm more concerned about how we're going to play in a couple weeks and down the road when we have our conference opponents. So I don't want to waste the opportunity and slow the ball down just to keep the score close when we need to work on playing quicker, faster, stronger, and all those things that we have an opportunity this weekend to do. So, yeah, we're going to get up and down the floor and see how it goes.
Now, you talked about the conference opponents coming up here in a little bit. I know it's early in the season, but as a coach, do you keep your eye on what's going on around the conference and how some of those other teams are doing? Oh,
without a doubt, especially early. I mean, I probably pay more attention right now than I do later on, just because, new year, new personnel, and you kind of want to see, you read on paper who they recruited and you kind of want to see how it's all, unwinding here. So, yeah, this weekend I took some time and watched a few games and watched some live stats, just out of curiosity more than anything. But so far, the conference is living up to their billing. College of Idaho, Southern Oregon, and Warner Pack played, and Concordia played extremely well the first weekend. So.
Well, it should be an exciting year, and that's going to be a 5 o'clock tip-off on Saturday for the women's basketball game. And, Coach, we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, there is a little confusion on the game time.
Okay.
I just checked the schedule before I came.
Oh, because
on my contract it says 5.
Okay.
But on their schedule it says 5:30, and our men play at 8. So I'm assuming it's 5:30 now.
I was wondering about a 3-hour window. I
was too. That's what kind of got me looking at the schedule. So I think we're playing 5:30.
Okay.
But thanks, I appreciate it. We'll try to do a few things and see how it comes out.
Okay. Well, best of luck again, Angie, and we'll go ahead and bring Isaac Williams up next. Isaac Williams, head men's basketball coach here at Eastern Oregon University. And Isaac and the Mountaineers had a 2-0 weekend with wins over Montana Tech and Walla Walla University. Isaac, congratulations on your weekend.
Oh, thank you. Kids played really well for the most part, and in stretches we played great. So I'm excited about the potential for the rest of the year, because so far this team has proven to play, together like we talk about every week. As many opportunities they've had to play together and share the ball, they're doing a great job with that. So it's been fun so far.
Yeah, I know we talked in the preseason about if this team can gel together and share the ball, then you expect big things from them, and they're doing that early on.
Absolutely. And, as a coach, that's one thing that's kind of up in the air when you have a new group each year. You don't know what sort of dynamics you're going to have on and off the court. You can recruit great kids and they cannot get along. I mean, that's the way it is. And every once in a while you get a group they're connected, on and off the court, and that helps them when you play on Friday and Saturday night. And so far, this team has been that way. Now, we haven't faced any adversity yet, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But so far, it's been as good as you could ask for.
We'll rewind here to Friday night against Montana Tech. 24 assists for the team. And let's go ahead and just talk about Friday night's game.
Yeah, I think Friday night probably, regardless of the score, probably had the most time where we struggled. Do you know what I mean? We won the game by 20, but the game was pretty choppy for us, It was a lot of incompleted plays that we would normally make, and we had some defensive breakdowns at times, just small things that you would want to be better at. But it's early on in the year, and that was kind of the first test. Montana Tech had good size, and they had a good returning group. And then in the second half of that game, they shot a good percentage, and they got after us a little bit with some pressure, and they made the game choppy with the way they were playing with their pressure defense and zone. And so, but for the most part, I was pretty happy with the effort of the guys. We didn't shoot it as well as we could have, and we didn't execute great. But, again, we shared the ball, and we defended, for the most part pretty well and rebounded. I think we were +7 in that game, which isn't bad.
Now Saturday night against Walla Walla, a team that's kind of getting things turned around in their program. You guys had 25 assists as a team, and then for a little bit early on it was kind of tight, and then I think we had about 5 3-pointers in a row. Then Travaris Peterson hit a dunk, and then he hit another 3-pointer that opened things up. You guys really shot the ball well Saturday night.
Yeah, I think, we got guys that can really shoot it. It's just a matter of executing offense to get open shots. If we can do that, I would guess we'll shoot high percentage all year long. But sometimes you execute better than others, and sometimes teams do things defensively that make it harder for you to execute. On that particular night, by percentage, we shot it, about what I would expect we would shoot it on open shots. We're just, in that game, as opposed to Friday night, we were better at getting to those shots. And so that's why, especially in that stretch you're talking about, we had a lot of open looks, and our guys knocked them down. So, yeah, it was good.
NCAA Division I opponent, University of Idaho, coming up on Saturday, 8 o'clock in Moscow. Coach, what do the Vandals have this year?
Well, Coach Verlin in Idaho does a great job. They really execute. They defend. And obviously the big thing is when you go to Division I, their size, and their size at all the positions. They'll have a couple of big, strong posts that are skilled and run the floor, and they're athletic. And so that's the first thing that's maybe a little bit different than what you see in our conference. So just size, athleticism, strength maybe to some degree. They lost a lot of players from last year's team. They have a really good recruiting class in there, and I would expect they'll definitely be ready to play against the Mountaineers. They don't have any other games this week, so they're preparing for us while we're preparing for them. And
it's a counter for them, right?
It is. They've got their exhibitions done, so this counts. We're going to need to play well. We're going to have to defend the post area, and we're really going to have to concentrate on rebounding, because when you're outsized, some of those jump balls that you get when you play on our level, you definitely don't get when you play them.
Well, Coach, I know I talked to Coach Weisler about it. It's really early on in the season, but, do you look at other Cascade Collegiate Conference teams right now and what they're doing, and if so, what has impressed you so far?
Well, the short answer is yes, I do. I mean, I love basketball, so I try to watch as much as I can, and obviously you have a special interest in the teams that are in your conference because you can play them. So I've been trying to watch and pay attention to as much as I can, and, the teams are good. Flat out, Northwest is off to a great start. They've beat a couple teams soundly. They have an exhibition game tonight against Ryan Looney and the Seattle Pacific team tonight that I'll be tuning into, and there's about 5 or 6 other games I'm going to have to go back and forth on. I need a lot of computers so that I could watch them all. But I'm impressed. We knew the league would be good. Oregon Tech's off to a great start. Warner Pacific has not played yet. College of Idaho has a couple wins. So, I mean, it's going to be another tough year in the Cascade Conference, and I'm excited to kind of pay attention. And then, of course, when it's our time to work, then we'll try to do our best too.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best luck on Saturday against University of Idaho.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and we'll quickly wrap things up here. DJ Flores and Carly Coffey each took individual titles last weekend at the Cascade Collegiate Conference Championship meet, hosted by Oregon Tech down in Klamath Falls. The EOU men finished second as a team, and the EOU women finished fourth. Volleyball finished their season with a split on the trip to Portland, a 3-1 win at Warner Pacific, and a 3-1 loss at Concordia University on Saturday night. This weekend we have Mountaineer basketball on Saturday night, 5:30 and 8, after Coach Weisler gave me the correct time, at University of Idaho, and also Saturday during the day, the season finale football game, senior day, at Community Stadium at noon against Rocky Mountain College. So that'll do it again every Tuesday here at noon at Benchwarmers Pub and Grill. Come down for the lunch specials, and tune in on Wednesdays on EOUsports.com for the replay. So thanks everybody for watching, and have a good week.